What you want, it's on its way. Is as simple as that. It's like taking delivery food or ordering something from any online shop. You want it, you know what you want, you select it, then you click for it, you pay for it, and then you expect it to come. So it makes sense actually to affirm more than it's done, it is coming. But at the same time, you know that it's done. So in today's video, you guys, hello everyone, my name is Naya. I want to explain you what does it actually mean it is done. Debunking some BS that I hear all the time, and how to make manifestation more effortless, really, because the only thing that you have to do is expect it. And I talked about it in another video called the law of expectancy, but in today's video we're just going to dive more deeply into it and why it is pointless to even try to manifest, and a few things that I think will be very helpful for today's video. Like I said, my name is Naya, and on this channel I talk everything about manifestation, esotericism, and so much more. On Patreon I do make extra weekly videos where I dive even deeper about this subject and more. You can join my community, the link is down below, and you can subscribe and hit the ring bell button because I also go live and I answer your questions, so you'll always get notified of when I'm live. So you guys, here's the thing. I said this thousands of times before. What does it mean it is done? It is done, it means that your desire is definitely coming to you. It's meant to be for you, and it exists in the alternative space, or also called the quantum field, in the world of imagination. It's not yet collapsed into 3D reality, into what you perceive as to be reality, what I can perceive, touch, feel. It is not done here. You have to collapse it into reality. I said this thousands of times. Now, in a quantum physics theory that is called the multi-world theory, it is believed actually that, and it's only a theory by the way, but it is believed that actually there are multiple worlds in which you live, like you exist matter to matter, like you exist and you experience all the infinite possibilities of existence, but this is only a theory, and there is another theory which is more, I think it's more believed in general in the quantum world, where actually these realities don't actually exist, but they exist in possible quantum waves. So in the, we could say, in the world of consciousness, because nobody knows exactly where they are or where consciousness is. I am more drawn to this type of explanation, even though nobody knows the actual truth, so we are going to keep an open mind. But for the purpose of just manifesting and not getting into much into the physics of it all, since I'm not a physics, obviously what we have to understand is that we don't have it yet into physical reality. It's just what it is. You don't have it yet, because if you would have it, you wouldn't even desire it, okay? But you can say, if I can see it, good old never got it way, if I can see it and imagine in my head, then it is done, because it exists in the alternative space. And this, saying this, creates so much less resistance in your head, because I said it in other videos, you don't have to believe that you have it, because actually trying to force a belief can cause even more resistance, or what is called excess potential. Watch my video entitled Excess Potential, so it can basically put your manifestation up on a pedestal and say, I want it so badly, I want it so badly. I'm forcing myself to believe that I have it, and therefore this manifestation becomes even more important, and I get so much pressure out of the fact that I need to manifest it. And so many people, they're stuck in their manifestation because they feel like a failure, because they put so much importance on this manifestation that they're just trying to manifest it to prove the manifestation exists. This is all a pendulum. This is all excess potential that we want to avoid in order to make manifestation happen fast. So this should be the attitude of it is done. Exactly like purchasing anything on Amazon or anywhere else online. You see it in your mind, you affirm for it. You decide what you want first, then you affirm for it and you see it in your head, and then you stop trying to manifest. Because this is also what many people do. I've been there before, so there is no judgment whatsoever, but I'm manifesting, I'm trying so hard. And do you know that sentence where it's like you watch a girl or a boy dressing up for a date and he's your friend, let's say, and you're saying, I don't know, dressed like that, it looks like you're trying too hard. That's it, you guys. That's the same freaking thing that you're doing when you're manifesting. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, maybe I'm trying too hard. It just looks like I'm trying too hard. And what it means to try too hard is that you look desperate. You're doing everything in order to make this happen, whether it is through action and artwork or whether it is just through affirmation. What this causes is, again, excess potential. Why? Not only because you're giving too much importance to your manifestation, but at the same time, when you're trying too hard, what does it mean? You're desperate, but not just because you're desperate, but because you don't have it. You just don't have it when you're trying too hard. So stop trying to manifest and stop trying to force a belief where it is done, it is done, it is done. I mean, if you can believe that you already have it without doubting and wavering, great. You do that, because that is one of the fastest way to get it done. But realistically, how many people can do it? And how many people can do it all the time? Because I can do it most of the time, but sometimes I can't. It depends on my belief system. It depends on the specific situation. So what I've always done, I never forced a belief. I affirm for it. So I have this. I have it. I am so happy and grateful because I manifested everything that I want. And then when I go on about my day, I don't create more resistance. I don't keep saying I have it if it's making me doubt in my mind, but I simply say, I order it. I'm expecting it. It's coming. My desire, it's on its way. It's coming. This is a supporting thoughts. I made a video about supporting thoughts. If you guys want to watch it, it really is helpful in order to create less resistance and manifest. Now, I'm not saying with this that you cannot affirm I already have it. You can do this. However, we have to be a little bit honest over here. There is no point for you to affirm I have it. If in the back of your mind you keep wavering and doubting, and you're creating excess potential, and you're trying so hard, because your action, more than action, your states of consciousness are contradicting your affirmation. And we know that affirmations do not manifest. It's your state of consciousness that manifests. So if you're saying it's done, but then your state of consciousness, it's doubting because it doesn't see it yet in 3D reality, and you're trying to force a belief. That's why you don't have it, you guys, because your state of consciousness is telling you, I don't have it. So I don't see the point of putting so much effort when you guys could just stop trying altogether. I don't need to try. It's going to come when it's going to come. Failure doesn't exist, like Ellen Atzel will say. Only delays would exist. My manifestation is meant to come to me. So at the very least, it's just delayed. It's coming, it's on its way. Exactly like you would make any purchase online. You know that you purchased it, you expect it, you're eager to open the package, and you just know it's coming. This is what it means it's done. You can see it. So again, in a website, let's think about a website like the alternative space, where everything that you can experience, it's there for you to purchase. You select it and then you expect it, which is, by the way, what Ellen Atzel's SPEC method used to say. I think Malika is my guardian angel channel has made an incredible video about Ellen Atzel. If you guys want to watch it, I think it's really well done and beautiful aesthetics, by the way. If Malika is ever watching this video, I love that video. It's amazing and I love your aesthetic. So I probably will link it down below if you guys want to see it, and if you don't know who Ellen Atzel is. But definitely, I just when I watched that video, I got inspired to talk about what it's done actually means. It exactly means that that you have selected it in the alternative space, you know it's done. It's been made. Creation is already finished. It's like when you want to buy a t-shirt from a website, you know it is done. It is already made, and it just has to be put in a package and send it to you. It's the same thing with your manifestation. So you will say, you will select it, you will know that it's done, and you will expect it. And expectation means not excess potential, but it means I am eager to experience. I am chilled, I'm cool, I know that at some point it has to come to me. And yes, you guys, you're going to sometimes deal with delays. You're going to deal with opposite circumstances. You're going to deal with maybe your entire world challenging you and telling you that it is not done, but that's where you have to persist and to be delusional and say, no, maybe this is happening, but actually everything is happening in my favor. Everything is happening because it's leading me exactly to my desire. If you can just have this attitude in life of saying, I've selected, I know it's done in the alternative space, it's coming, I expect for it, and whatever it is that the 3D is showing me, it's simply showing me this because it's leading me exactly where I need to be, even if it's an opposite manifestation, you will get it. Because it is coming to you in the moment that you want it. Your desire, like in the moment that you desire it, it is already on its way. But the thing is, you keep delaying it because you keep doubting. You keep doubting it, and it's almost like you go in a store and you tell the customer service, oh, I want this thing. The guy or the girl goes and get it for you, and then you're like, I'm not sure I actually want it. Can you show me some other thing? And then it goes and takes some other shoes or things that you want, and then you're like, I don't know if I want it. Should I have it? And you're there in the store for hours, and then you even go out without the package, without the shopping, because you keep wavering and doubting, even if it's there in front of your eyes. It's the same exact thing. So you guys, I'm going to link the video down below if you guys want to see it about, again, the story of Ellen Atzel, because that's very inspiring. That was a woman that has won, I think, like thousands of competitions. She was constantly winning competition, and then she started teaching the law of assumption, law of attraction, call it however you want, because she knew how to manifest winning the lottery, winning any competition. And also, one thing that I want to say about it is done, try to start with something that it's believable for you. Like, for example, if it is not because you can't have it, but because it's easier if you do it this way. You can have everything that you want, but it is easier. So let's say that for you, it is unbelievable to manifest in a second $1 million. Then don't do that. Just start with less. So for example, I never even tried to manifest 1 million until I actually have a house now that's the value of my house, but it came way later. At the beginning, I was just trying to manifest amounts of money that sound reasonable to me in my mind. And then when it happened, I started believing even more. And then I put the money a little bit up, and I was like, okay, let's try with 8K a month. And then from 8K a month, I was like, let's try with 10. Oh my God, it's actually happening. Let's try with 20. Fuck. It's actually happening. Let's start with 25. It's actually happening. And then you start believing in more because it's actually happening. And then the limit is the sky. The limit is not even in the universe. But it's not a bad suggestion to start a little bit smaller to what you think is reasonable. The same with SP. You can say, oh, maybe for me, marriage is a little bit far-fetched right now, considering my circumstance. Not because my circumstance matter, but it really sounds far-fetched right now. So I'm just going to go for engagement for a while. And I'm going to manifest engagement, know that it's done, know that I selected, and know that it's coming. Just because for you, engagement compared to marriage might be more reasonable, you might create less success potential and less resistance. And then once you get engaged, you can easily jump into affirming I'm already married. Or you can jump to marriage. It doesn't matter. You choose that. That's why I don't like to give universal suggestion to everyone. Even with my coaching, I personalize my formula to you. So it depends on who you are. It depends on your belief system. It depends on what it's easier for you to do, to think. So you do you, guys. You do you. But the basic is the same for everyone. You select it. You know it's done in the alternative space, and then you give supporting thoughts. It is coming. My desire is meant to be for me. So rather than push my belief system, I am just going to stay calm as much as possible and know that I only have in delays. Everything is working out in my favor, and I should expect it. I should expect it. If you put yourself in the vibration of expectation, not over expectation, but just calm expectation, the law of expectancy will work and you will get it. But this is going to happen, you guys. I have coached hundreds of people. It's going to happen that you will do it. You'll get all excited about it, create probably a little bit of excess potential. It's fine. And then some unwanted circumstance is going to pop in. It happens most of the time for so many people. I want you, and this is why I'm doing this video and repeating the same thing, because I want you to stick this into your head. When the unwanted circumstances shows up once and then twice and then thrice, can you say thrice? Anyway, you keep saying it is coming. It doesn't matter. It is only a delay. That's what you got to do. That's where you guys get stuck. When you do it and then you get unwanted thing because you want it so badly. Oh, sorry, my cat is here. It is fine. It is fine. That is the crucial part of manifestation. When the unwanted shows up, you keep saying it's coming. It is done. It's coming. If you can just push through that and stop trying to manifest, because you need to stop trying. You already have it. It is coming. You don't try to buy, you just buy, don't you? If you can just stop trying to manifest and just say it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. There's no doubt. It's coming. It's meant to happen. It's meant to happen. It's meant to happen. It is law. It is going to. Is simply going to. And I'm going to finish this video answering some of my haters that I usually ignore. I constantly, just to inspire you guys, I constantly get the little comments where, oh, you talk about this and you talk about that, but then where is your fiance? Where is your marriage? Where is this? Like, they know better my own life. And I'm like, I look at this comment and the only thing that I can think is, you don't know what I'm seeing. You don't know what I'm seeing. I have it. You just don't get it. You don't get it. I have it. Some things might take time, but I have it. It's like you will never change my mind about the fact that I already have 100,000 subscribers and more. I actually already have them on TikTok, but you will never change my mind about my success on YouTube. You will never change my mind about my marriage. You will never change my mind about the things that I want. And I've always been like this, and this is why I got everything that I wanted, because in my mind there was no shadow of a doubt that if it's not here yet, it's definitely coming. It doesn't matter what people tell me. It really doesn't. You cannot see what I'm seeing. And the only person that needs to see it, it's me. You do what you want to do with this information, okay? I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon in another video. And yeah, subscribe, hit the ring bell button, and I'll see you also on Patreon. Love you guys. Bye.